Welcome to Weekly Code Quickies. I'm your host NovaBM, and in today's episode, we're going to take a look at the new Visual Studio Code updates for the version 1.88. And I'm extremely excited because these may include some of the best updates. So let's go quickly through them. We have apply custom editor labels, locked scrolling, extension update improvements, holding markers in minimap. These are so cool. I was expecting these. Quick search improvements, notebook run cell in sections, Copilot improvements, and well, that's basically it. So let's go through them. So the very first one is custom labels for open editors. Visual Studio Code can now let you customize the display labels of the editor tabs and the open editors view. Now this functionality can be useful to distinguish between editors for files with the same name. The templates can incorporate variables such as file name, extensions, and directory names, which are dynamically replaced with values from the file's path. To enable or disable this custom label, use the workbench.editor.customlabels.enable setting. This enables you to switch to the original editor name at any time without having to remove your custom parameters. Next up is locked scrolling. You can now synchronize scrolling across all visible editors by using the view toggle lock scrolling access editor command. This means that you can scroll in one editor, all the other editors scroll by the same amount, keeping everything aligned. This feature can be useful if you need to compare files side by side. Now, if you want more control for your enabling and disabling lock scrolling, you can choose to only activate the scrolling sync when you're holding down the specific keyband. So set up a keyboard shortcut for the workbench.actions.holdScrollScrolling command. You'll be able to lock the scrolling across editors whenever you need it. The next update is restart extensions. Now it is so annoying when you have an update on an extension and you need to restart Visual Studio Code completely, and it's pretty simple now. When an extension is updated, you can now restart the extension instead of having to reload the window. So basically, you're just going to restart the extension from the extension tab. But when you are connected to a remote server like WSL or SSH or dev containers, you will need to restart the entire thing. So you will need to restart Visual Studio Code in order to update the extension. Okay, next up, let's talk about minimap section headers. Okay, now I'm going to show you something real quick. Let's say you have, as I have right here, some CSS. And you have, like me, your minimap on the right side. Now mine is disappearing when I'm not hovering over it, but you can set this one up. So my map only appears only when I'm hovering. Also, it's extremely small. But as you can see here, I cannot see where I'm specifically at. Also, if this would be an enormous CSS, then I will be lost. So but now what you can do, you can type in a comment. So either you're on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, wherever you are in React, in whatever type of language, type in a comment using capital letters, mark, then column, and then just type in whatever this is. So I'm going to type in here dice, and I'm going to type down here, I'm going to scroll down and type in here again mark, so capital letters, column, and then button. So I know that this is the button section. Now if I hover on my minimap, you can see, voila! This is the button section and this is the dice section. I can also scroll to it real quickly. Just click on that section. So pretty cool update. Okay, now let's move on to the next one, which will be quick search improvements. Yay, quick search is always fun. So we have sticky file path and file path separator button. Now the sticky file path, now in quick search, the file name separators are now sticky to make it clear which file a search result is associated with. This can be useful when you have many occurrences for a search term in a file, for example. Now the other one, the file path separator buttons, when you hover over a file results of a particular file, or if you arrow down to a result, the buttons, for example, the open file, also appears for the file path separator. Pretty cool, I must say. So let's move on now to run cells in sections. Now, I'm not that excited about this, but I think it's pretty important for some of you fellows out there and ladies. Now, to more easily run related cells in a notebook, you can now run cells that are grouped together by a markdown section header with the run cell in section action. So basically, just going to select the cell they want to run, hit the run cell action button, and it's going to run only that cell. Now, this action is available on the notebook outline view and for sticky scroll elements. Now, with these sticky scroll elements, just right-click the header of your choice and run the section via the action in the context menu. Within the outline view, select the toolbar icon that appears on the hover or selection, and then run a single cell or section of a cell via the presented action. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Select the cell you want to run and hit run. Okay, last but not least, the Copilot update. So inline chat improvements. Finally, this is getting better and better, although I must say I did have some fallouts with my Copilot. I don't know what is going wrong there, but I think they're going to fix it. So inline chat now starts as a floating control, making it more lightweight. After the first request, the control expands to take up more space. Now they also adjusted a rendering to be more consistent with other chat experiences. So basically, it starts rendering, and such as the chat view with a quick chat. Okay, so let me know what you think about these updates in the comment section below. Are you excited or not? Are they useful or not? Let me hear it right here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Happy coding. Catch you next time. Oh, by the way, you can now become a member on this channel by clicking the join button and have access to, just take a look. Take a look at what you have access to. I think you're going to be impressed. So, catch you next time. Bye-bye.